What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here. So today I just finished up doing day 2 of the dollar sale. That is another video, but I've got some eBay orders to ship, so let me show you what they are. First, $11.99. Yeah, we're a little cramped in here. $11.99. We're looking for right here 30 to 50 psi. This came on the Lowe's pallets, and I've got a whole bunch of them back there. Next, SO5. Right here, this is the digital handheld from Toys R Us. Sold for, what was it, like 29, 28 bucks, just under 30. It sold to a viewer. I remember that specifically because she commented on when she made the offer. No mention of being a viewer on the actual order. Thankfully, I remembered it. But Nova, I certainly appreciate your order. I hope you enjoy it. Leave a comment on this video. Are you going to use this, or is this just like a keepsake from Toys R Us? Anyways, I definitely appreciate it. Next, we've got 3 of the same. No, not yet. We've got 1 item. Another item from the Lowe's pallet. I got 35 bucks for this. I've got a whole box full of them. Those are also more, and these brown boxes are even more. So I'm excited to see how fast these sell. My guess is it'll take about a year. Next, $59.97, this Whirlpool filter, but they bought all 3 of them. I've even got the retail pack or retail display. So $59.97 for 3 of them, also from the Lowe's pallets. This was a cool one, $24.99. This vintage lock, kind of neat looking. It's even got the combination. That's probably original. So 25 bucks. Sold to, it looks like someone was going to refurbish it. Their username has something to do with Lock Company. I don't even remember what it was. So that was a neat one. I don't remember where I got this. I want to say I got it from the viewer in Milwaukee who sold me all of the shoes. Also, by the way, look how neat and organized those are from the Lowe's pallets. We'll see those selling soon, I'm sure. Next, cleats are finally starting to sell. Again, paid 10 bucks each for these from a viewer in Milwaukee. There was on another video. I sold these for 50 bucks, so that was a nice markup. A couple of them I basically broke even on. I was getting nervous, but now that football season's starting up, they're starting to sell. So 50 bucks for those. And I sold another pair, Nike Alpha, size 9.5. Probably going to be these ones. These, I'm almost certain are the ones. Yeah, I don't have any others that are 9.5, so it's going to be these. Sold for 30 bucks. And that is today's sales. Not an amazing day, but it was a day. I also had over $2,000 in sales in the dollar sale, selling everything for $1 today alone. Best day ever. But that is for another video, which may or may not already be posted. So that is the sales. I've got 10 orders here for $208. I kind of glanced through them. I'm not sure exactly what sold, but it looks like it's going to be a lot of easy stuff to ship. First, I sold this. I think I sold it for $14.99. I'm going to have to double check that. I paid 2% of this. This came in the Shopko liquidation, so I paid 30 cents. And yes, I got full retail, $14.99. That's awesome. So many people in the Shopko video said, well, if Shopko couldn't sell it at deep discounts, what makes you think you can? Well, 2 reasons. Number 1, eBay has hundreds of millions of buyers, whereas Shopko has maybe 10,000 buyers tops. And second, I got it at pennies on the dollar. Most items aren't going to sell for retail. Most of these items I'm selling for significantly less, but I'm paying 2% of retail. Really can't go wrong there. Next, we've got, right on top, a Samsung remote sold for $7. Not going to walk away with much here after shipping, but it'll ship pretty quick and easy. Another one, right on top, an Onkyo remote sold for 12 bucks. I mentioned in a recent video, look for high-end brands of audio equipment remotes like Onkyo, and someone said, Onkyo high-end? Really? That's not high-end. Then they went on listing a whole bunch of brands that are better. Yes, there are better brands than Onkyo. However, Mercedes-Benz and BMW aren't low-end garbage just because Rolls-Royce and Bentley exist. You can have a high-end brand and still have things better. Okay, I'm done complaining about commenters. There's always, it drives me insane, all the people who comment negative things to me. It drives me insane. Next, for 40 bucks, I sold a box full of film cameras, untested. It's mostly stuff like this that's not really worth much. There are a couple of brand name ones that just weren't worth putting on Amazon. Maybe there's no listing or a bad listing. But I got 40 bucks for it, so that's not bad. Christmas is coming. We're looking for 56386. That is hiding on me. I really need to store these in a better way. Let me dig it out off camera. So here it is. Sold it for 35 bucks. This is what the older style boxes are for Department 56. The newer ones look more like this. Now I got all of these for, I'm pretty sure it was 100 bucks at a thrift store over the summer. Also got all of these trees that go with it. They're very high quality, and around Christmas time they sell for decent money. This is the first one from this lot that I sold. I sold another one that I bought a different day for I think about 100 bucks. That one sold within 12 hours or 24 hours of buying it. Anyways, these are really good around the holidays, and they're finally starting to move. This is one of the lower dollar ones I have. Some of these are over 100. Sold one of these. I took a $20 offer just because they're really close. I am doing free shipping on them since it's really close to me. Shipping is not going to be much on that, so I did accept a low offer for it. Next, accepted an offer on a couple of shirts. We've got this Polaroid one, size small, and we've got this Polaroid one, also size small. I sold them both to the same buyer for $20.36 each, so almost 41 bucks. I paid 10 each at Marshall's. And those actually sold to a viewer, Philip. He left a note, "Hi Rabbit, love your videos." Philip, I appreciate the purchase. I hope you like them. They're really good material. I actually thought about keeping those, but unfortunately the ones that I was gonna keep, well, just sold because they're my size. Somebody is watching from the background. All right, next item. Next, get this out of the way. I sold an Apple TV with an aftermarket. It's just an AC cord though. No remote for 25 bucks. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I'm not gonna walk away with much because it's gonna cost like 10 bucks to ship this thing. And lastly, this is gonna make you dizzy. There we go. Another box of these paint pens, sold for 12 bucks. Retail is 30, so I paid 5% on this one from Office Depot when they closed. So what's that, 6 bucks? Am I doing that right? No, $1.50. I paid $1.50 for it. And that's all the sales, so we'll get these shipped out. Oh, one more thing, forgot to mention those paint pens, which are already packed up, but those sold to a viewer also, Brian, who said, "Thanks Rabbit, love your YouTube videos." Brian, I certainly appreciate the purchase, and I hope they work well for you. So today is the day after the dollar sale. It's Sunday, and I was not planning on coming in today, but my girlfriend has a work function to go to. Golfing. She doesn't golf. She's never golfed. I wish I could watch. I'm not a good golfer, but man, I wish I could watch. Anyways, so I decided to come in for a few hours and clean up some stuff here. This is stuff that I'm going to send to a local auction. That's a maybe if I can fill it with more office supplies. We're sorting out the Shopko stuff here, the Office Depot stuff, putting all the Lowe's stuff in there. I got rid of one table, cleared off some stuff over here. We're sorting it into boxes. That's Toys R Us. That's going to Goodwill. This is Shopko linens, Christmas. Sorting out some of the stuff here. Here's health and personal care. That's just one SKU per box. That as well. But we got rid of a table here as well. It started to rain, so I went off beat. Instead of working out here, I quick grabbed a bunch of boxes of clothes out of here and threw them in the back of the truck. Since the truck was half full, I didn't want it sitting out in the rain. So I got that dropped off. So filled the bed of the truck. I didn't think to start filming until after I got back, but brought it to Goodwill. They took everything except for a light fixture. So here's how I keep track of my sales. I've got this invoice template that I use where I just type in the total and it automatically factors tax and everything. It's just through Microsoft Excel. Well, when customers don't want a receipt or things like the dollar sale, I just put it all on one every so often just so I can keep track of it and have some sort of record. So I've got 3 lawnmower baggers sold for $150 and $175. So what essentially happens is $165.89 plus tax is $175. That's how I do it. It's very difficult to charge sales tax when you're posting on Facebook Marketplace. Nobody responds to those. But that's how I keep track of that. So with all of that, it's almost $6,000 in sales, $324 in sales tax I'll be paying in. So I do account for that when I'm selling stuff, you know, that I'm going to have to pay sales tax on top of it. But there are times where I do charge sales tax. If I have a customer that, you know, a regular customer or something, they know we're a business, then yes, they're paying sales tax. It's just when I'm posting stuff on Facebook Marketplace, if I say plus tax, I don't seem to get any response. I don't know if it's psychologically that people think, well, it's a business, so clearly I'm not getting a deal, or if it's one of those things where people just don't see it, if Facebook might try and block it, trying to get you to pay for ads since you're a business. I don't know, but I really don't get much out of it. For the dollar sale, it's a little different because people know they're coming to a business and everything. The main reason we don't charge tax here, we build it into the price, is just because it's much easier to keep track of it. We don't have a cash register. It's literally counting out all of the items and saying that's your total. It's much easier than counting out all the items, then doing the math and saying this is your total, running through the register, giving them change back. It's much easier for the, what is that, 654 cents? 94.787 I think is what it is. So 5.23 cents. It's just not worth it for that on each transaction to set up a cash register and all that. It's just not. Some people might want to, I don't want to. So that's how we do sales tax. A lot of you are going to say, you don't need to do sales tax, it's cash, you don't need to report it, and yada, yada, yada. Legally, I do. Yes, I need to report it legally. Also, you can get audited for both income tax and sales tax. If you report it as income tax but not sales tax, your state can come after you. So just be advised. So here's the next Goodwill pile. I'm sorting everything. That's Toys R Us stuff. This, I'm going to try and bulk sell. I've got a ton of this Drive medical stuff. So I'm trying to bulk sell all that off, so I'm sorting it. This is just random Office Depot stuff where there isn't enough quantity to merit having a box. Cords, those will probably be put in a real box. Easter stuff, we'll try and sell that around Easter time. Here's a bunch of video game cords that didn't sell for some reason. So we'll bulk sell those in one lot in an auction. Just general merchandise from Shopko. Ink and electronics type stuff from Shopko. And we're clearing all of this off here. I'm excited. I'm gonna have my warehouse back. I still have to do the bottom shelves, these center tables right here, and I need to do this room. This really hasn't changed since you last saw it. This, by the way, is where I store all the dollar sale stuff before I do it. I don't use this room for anything. So before I do the dollar sale stuff, I store it all in here, just stacked to the rafters, as well as some fixtures that I use specifically for the sale. So remember these from a recent video? I bought them for 10 cents each. I had intended to sit on them until next spring, but I thought, screw it. I put 4 boxes out in the sale, which is 80 total units. There are 20 in a box. I sold 30 of them. I remember I bought 485 of them at 10 cents each. So with tax, about 50 bucks. I did pay sales tax on these. So I spent about 50 bucks. I already got 30 bucks back out of them just in the sale here. That makes me very happy. All right, well, her golf outing is done, so I'm heading home. Oh, excuse me. Let me show you what I got so far. We've pretty much cleared out. The top shelves are all... Oh, crap, I forgot that box of books. So the top shelves are all emptied off, basically. It's just a couple of things that are sorted, like posters and those floaty things, and that's going to be in the truck in a second. Is there anything over here? No, these are empty. This is all Shopko stuff, except for the hangers. This is all stuff that we're going to sell through alternative means in bulk. That one's empty. This one, other than the stuff we're sorting, is empty. This is all empty. Tables down the middle are gone. What else? This room, I got a little bit more out of it. Not much. Some of the fixtures were moved in here. This table's empty. These are just brand new items that got mixed in with the used stuff, so I'm going to get them back on hangers and on the racks. You know, just doesn't really look a whole lot different. These totes, a lot of them I have covers for, so I'll be able to sell those for some decent money. So that's it. Let me show you what the truck looks like. This is the second load. This is the box of books that you just saw right there. Now, none of it's secured, and the reason is normally I'm paranoid about securing stuff in the truck. The reason is because I'm not going very far. I'm driving about half a mile down my road, which is a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, and no other cars. And it's in there enough where a 25 is not blowing out. And then I turn onto a 35-mile-an-hour road where I go less than a block to Goodwill. I'm that close to Goodwill. So I've got no issues with this. I look behind me as well, and there's no traffic on my road. Like, look how dead it is. So I plan on, obviously I'm gonna watch for it. This makes me a little nervous. Yeah, I don't think that's going anywhere. Because remember, it's gotta go that way. There's a big heavy box behind it. So anyways, I'm gonna watch behind me. I'll pick up anything if it happens to fall out. But the last load looked like this and did not fall out. So that is it for today. Obviously there's more to this video, but I'm going home now. This is supposed to be my day off. We've got a little pile of trash here, and that trash can's starting to overflow, just with stuff that Goodwill isn't gonna want, or empty packages. Goodwill isn't gonna want this thing. Empty packages, things like Goodwill isn't gonna want this. Believe it or not, junk like this sells in the dollar sales, just not that one apparently. So that's all I'm gonna do today, is take this little bit of trash out and haul that to Goodwill, and then I'm going home. Fun fact, I found this little bowl of cereal on a table. Completely forgot about it until I just saw it in the trash. Anyways, found that on a table during the sale. I'm not entirely sure if a kid set it there and left it, or if I found it in a box of dollar sale stuff and completely overlooked it when I was putting stuff on the table. Could go either way. So there was a used light fixture on the first trip that they would not accept. Understandable, I suppose. I brought a brand new one on this trip. Box is open, but it's still brand new. You can see it's still sealed inside. He wouldn't accept that one either. I did ask him, you said no light fixtures. Is it okay if it's new? And he said, no, still can't take it. Which is weird, because almost every single time I'm in that exact Goodwill, I see light fixtures. And they don't seem to sit for long. They do seem to sell, but the Habitat store will take it. Although I think I'll drop it off tomorrow. I want to go home. All right, time to go. I had to wash my hands before I picked up my car. Now, I know people are going to comment, why'd you bring it to Goodwill? Goodwill's such crappy people. I don't need a discussion. There are reasons why Goodwill does what they do. There are good things that Goodwill does. Beyond all of that, I usually don't like donating to Goodwill because Goodwill is so picky. It's a miracle that they only sent me back with 2 light fixtures. Usually, or at least when I used to go, they would dig through the boxes and start turning stuff away. Good merchandise too. So annoying. That's why I usually go to St. Vincent de Paul, where they'll take pretty much anything, as long as it's not truly junk. But it's Sunday, St. Vincent de Paul is closed. Goodwill is the only thrift store in Green Bay that's open today. So that's why I did that. I don't know what it is about commercial properties. The roof always seems to leak. Walked in, carpet was soaked in the office area. Thankfully nothing else is damaged, but gonna go talk to the landlord, see if they can get the roofer out again. A couple of years ago, my entire office was just drenched. It was literally raining inside of my office. So I'm under 2 different roofs. The warehouse was an addition sometime in the 50s or so, but it was an addition, and that's under a brand new roof that was put in a few years ago. The offices, however, are in the original building. That's why you see the brick wall between them. And that does not have a new roof. That's where the leak is right now. You can see at one point years ago, this would have been the exterior wall. There would have been an entrance there. And I think they probably just cut this in. You can see right here,